welcome to Promote Hope Podcast, episode 16, Fitness is a Journey. So we all know what fitness is. We all somehow may want to lose weight, be fit, be toned. You know, a lot of us have insecurities with our bodies. Well, today I brought a special guest with me to interview because she is very in tune with what she wants to do and very determined in her fitness and in her journey. Not saying that she's exactly where she wants to be, but she's in her journey, and I wanted her to come on and share, you know, the pros, the cons, the ups and downs, and how she even got to this point. So I'm going to welcome Auluara.
Thank you.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
So, Auluara, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, I am a mom of 2 kids. I've got a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. I'm married to my husband of 5 years now, but we've been together going on 10. We were friends for a long time. So, he's kind of known me from back when I was real thin and skinny, didn't work out at all. I just didn't gain weight.
Okay, right. And those days.
Yeah, and I've gained weight over the years, and a lot of that comes from being happy in a relationship.
I feel it.
And knowing that someone loves you for who you are, and so you don't have anybody else to please other than him. And when he's happy with you regardless, you know, you just keep on with how you are. So he's been accepting of me, and he made me comfortable in my skin. He made me comfortable in the skin I'm in, regardless of how I looked on the outside. So all these years we've just been having a good time, and I've been eating whatever I want because of myself. I don't blame anybody else. But I have just really just been a mom and been a wife and just trying to grow and learn because that alone is a learning process. Going from being single to being a wife, that alone is a transition phase. But yeah.
So, a mom.
Yes. Oh, a mom. You learn every single day.
Yes.
Every single day I'm learning something new about my kids. Every day there's new struggles to face. There's something to overcome every single day with children. It's stressful. You're tired. You're overwhelmed a lot of the time, but it's also the most joyous experience.
Right. Isn't that weird? It's stressful, but it's the best stress.
Yes, I wouldn't trade that stress for anything in the world. I wouldn't trade lost sleep for anything in the world because it means everything to me, and that's why I am who I am today.
Yeah. But you said being happy in a relationship, and I just wanted to share with you that, you know, one question that we ask each other every day is, what's for dinner? We can wake up first thing in the morning and be like, all right, well, what we eating today? Like, that's like our common, that brings us together or something. Like, we'll be like chilling and we'll be like, all right, what we about to eat?
Yeah.
And we eat. Like,
I mean, I'll be eating breakfast and try to decide what I'm going to eat for dinner.
Right. And we eat what we want. We're not like, okay, so let's have kale today. We're like, all right, that new place just opened, you know, and you want to have these experiences with your person. So that's always a question. So, yes, you do gain weight when you're happy.
Oh, yeah.
And eating. But tell me, so my first question to you is, was there ever a time where you, like, loved your size? Like, loved
and
shape.
It's funny that you ask me that because what I'm going to say people would not believe. But I actually loved myself at my heaviest weight. And I think it took me learning to love myself at my heaviest weight to want to start achieving new goals.
Okay.
And really that just came with honestly just talking to God a little bit more and really just getting in tune with myself and learning about myself and realizing the things I love, because it's not. I had to start. It's a mindset change. I had to shift my thought process to I don't need to be skinny to be perfect or to be. Nobody's perfect. To be happy, to be healthy, to be loved. I don't have to be skinny. That's just something that makes living a little bit easier. It's just having a healthy lifestyle. But at my heaviest, I was 248 pounds. It's the first time I've ever said that.
Was that during pregnancy?
No.
Okay.
No, and so that I can actually say I was heavier after giving birth to both of my kids than when I was pregnant. So I was heavier at my heaviest weight than when I was 9 months pregnant. So I don't blame this on baby weight.
Okay.
Baby weight that is only attributed to the stretch marks and
Yeah.
the extra skin. But other than that,
Yeah.
the weight, that happened all on my own. During pregnancy too,
Yeah.
you get cravings.
Right. Right. Okay, so when did you want to make a change though? Like, what came through your mind that says, I want to lose, or I don't want to lose?
You know when everybody has that awakening, that point,
Yes,
that
when was
point
your
when something
awakening?
happens. There was 2 things that happened, and
Okay.
it all happened within a matter of 3 days. The first thing was, went to the park with my husband and kids, and realized that I wasn't able to keep up with my kids. As my husband's running around with my kids, I'm out of breath. And this is just from walking to the park from the car. I was tired. I had to sit down. I sat down the whole time while my husband played with the kids. I'm sitting here watching my husband, and it hurt me because my kids were not getting the full 100% me.
Yes.
That was number 1. The second thing was also with my kids, but it was a different situation. My kids were upstairs. I had heard a sound, some type of bump. I was trying to run and get to my kids. By the time I got to the top of the stairwell, I was out of breath. I was out of breath. And I could barely get to my kids. I was crawling to my daughter's room, trying to catch my...
It's not funny.
It is funny. I mean, but it's terrible, and it's so sad. And you know, the final thing was, I realized I couldn't cook a meal standing up. I had to sit down because my feet were hurting too bad. And so it was beyond just being overweight. It was like I physically cannot manage day by day. And I wasn't feeling good, you know? So I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't feeling good about myself physically, emotionally, mentally. I just was not in a good place, and I had to make a change.
Okay, so now I'm going to say, what was your first step? Like, because did you being transparent, did you get frustrated and cry and have a pity party first? Or were you just like, I'm doing this, here we go, let's get it?
I'm going to be transparent. I cried.
Yeah.
I cried. I cried. It was the day I couldn't stand up while cooking. I cried. I turned on some sad music. And I just cried. And at that point, it wasn't just crying though. I was also talking to God. And I was like, you know, I've been asking you to help me change for so long. Why aren't you helping me?
Yeah.
But I realized he's only going to do so much if you're not putting in some of the work.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I have to put some action into my wants and my needs. You can't just keep saying, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. And I was telling my friends every day, just pray for me that I start doing something. And so finally, I just woke up one morning. I texted my husband. I said, I'm going to go on a walk today. And my husband replied, awesome. Good job. I went on a walk. It was a short walk, maybe a half a mile. But I got back and I was like, oh my God, I did it. Like I did something.
And he was supportive?
Oh, very supportive.
Yeah.
Very supportive. But it was also, he was supportive in a way where he wanted me to push myself as well. Because he can only push me so much.
Right.
And because I've said so many times, I'm going to lose weight.
Right.
And I never did anything about it. And I'll do it for a month or 2. And then I stop.
Well, I'm going to be transparent with you. So for me, because you know I would like to lose weight too, 2 things happened. The first one was I start seeing pictures of myself on Facebook. I start seeing it morph. So I saw my wedding picture and then slowly shaping to a bigger me, to a me that I never knew I could be.
Yeah.
When I walked down the aisle and told my husband I do, when I was thinking about pregnancies, when I was thinking about, you know, being married, never did I think about weight.
Yeah.
Like, people talk
Nobody
about, nobody does. When I first got married, everybody talks about infidelity as being your biggest battle.
It's the one thing you're not worried about, probably.
Same
here.
Okay, so that's not it. Okay, well, what about when I gain a bunch of weight? What about that part? So then that brings me to my next one when I realized, okay, this is bad. Intimacy. So, I'm 30 years old. I'm 30 years old trying to be like super sexy for my husband. I've had my kids. You can laugh. It's okay.
No, I'm agreeing because you don't feel that way though. You don't feel sexy.
I've had my kids. I'm like, okay, time to get back to my marriage. So I try to do like something really cute and sexy and put on an outfit.
Yeah.
First of all, it didn't fit. Second of all,
no, it's okay.
Second of all, It looks so bad.
God, I'm relating to this whole
so
story.
bad. It made me just say, you know what? Forget it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually turned away before I pulled myself together. I was like, you know what? I'm fat. I'm just gonna stay this way. I don't care. I'm never buying lingerie. I'm never doing nothing. Like I went all the way negative first, and I was just like, forget it. I'm done. I don't care. Until Hap didn't care either. Like, he wasn't like, oh, babe, you getting big. He never did that. He was just like, babe, I love you. But see, he's a nice guy, so I don't expect him to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just had to, for myself, say, this is what I want.
Mm-hmm.
But it was putting on that outfit and looking like I look a mess.
Mm-hmm.
I
had the same. I had the same experience because you get a whole bunch of laundry at your bridal shower, right?
Yeah.
And I was heavy at my wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I was not skinny, so I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna fit me for a while. It was all like extra large, 2X, But that was another thing for me because my husband, well, why don't you ever wear it? You have all this stuff. You got a whole bag of stuff. And it was in a bag in the back of my closet. I wasn't wearing none of that stuff. Yeah. But I tried to put one on and I couldn't pull it down past here. And I said, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing,
Yeah.
And you feel like
a
turtle. You
can't take it off.
I torn one taking it off. So it's like, that's not sexy. And you want to be attractive to your husband. Although I know my husband, he has told me that he's like, I love you. You're beautiful to me. There's nobody that's, But when you don't believe that, it's like, okay, you're just saying that because you're my husband.
Yeah.
And although I know he truly does, you have to believe that for yourself.
Yeah. So now that we've established, those moments in deciding to lose weight, why do you feel like it's so important to do that? Why did you feel like it was important for you to go down this route and this journey?
So, the saying that once you hit 30, you'll never be able to go back,
Yeah.
I turned 30 in December. Mm-hmm. And for me, that was one thing where I was like, I'm never going to be able to lose the weight. I'm not going to live long. I'm not going to have a healthy life for my kids. And then I kept kind of giving myself excuses. Mm-hmm. And then COVID happened. And they shut down everything. Okay. Right when I said, okay, I'm going to get a gym membership. Okay. They shut the gym down. Mm-hmm. Right? And it was like everything that was my temptation. Ice cream. I used to go to the ice cream shop probably 3-4 times a week. That shut down. Okay. Everything that was my temptation shut down. I was forced to start cooking at home. Okay. Because I don't like to cook either. Mm-hmm. But I was forced to start doing things that I didn't normally do. So because I was already taken out of my comfort zone, I said, well, why not? I'm home. I was working from home by that time. So I had an hour extra in the morning, and an hour extra after work, So
what excuse?
Exactly. That's an extra 2 hours in my day that I didn't have before. And really, I had time always to work out. So I said, okay, it doesn't hurt to go on a walk. We moved into a new place where I was able to walk on the side of the road. And it turned in from the first day me walking half a mile. Second day I was walking a mile. By the fourth day, I was walking 4.32 miles. Wow. That is a lot. And I was doing it in an hour and a half. That's a lot for somebody who's 245 pounds and has not exercised in over a year. And so I told myself, if I can walk 4 miles, there's no reason I can't do something else. And so I walked. I started walking, and it was, for me, it was like, okay, now I can't turn back. I can't keep saying I'm going to do something and not do it. I wanted to get it done. That's really what it was.
Yeah, and for me, my kids matter too. So I want my kids to, because see, a lot of what I'm dealing with is generation by generation. This is just what we eat. This is what we do. And so then my kids will then inherit because this is how I cook. And so I want my kids to have a healthy lifestyle. I want them to be able to I don't know if they like certain fruits or not because I never give it to them. So I don't know if they like raspberries or not because that's not in our diet. So I was interested in, seeing if my kids would benefit too from me being healthy. So, and then I have a daughter. So now I don't want, we have these feelings, these self-esteems, emotional women. So when Jada came, I'm like, okay, now I got to get myself together. Yeah. My kids have been my, biggest motivation, and I want to be attractive to my husband. I want him to be like, Yeah, that's my wife.
Girl.
He does.
Yeah.
But I want him to.
You
I
want to
want
make him
believe
proud.
it, like you said.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
to believe it too.
Yeah, because when you believe it, that's even more attractive to your husband. Is
When
that
I'm confident.
confidence? Yes. Yes.
So you said you started just walking.
Mm-hmm.
So you would encourage somebody who wants to lose weight or get healthy, you would encourage their beginning to be walking?
I would. And the reason why is because first off, walking, you gain that endurance.
Okay.
And I started noticing, I learned how to breathe. Breathing is one of the most vital parts of exercise, is learning how to truly breathe. And that sounds weird, but if you learn how to breathe while you're exercising, it helps you actually get through it. You're not completely out of breath by the end of it.
Ooh,
yeah. And so I would walk and I would count my breaths. 1, 2, 3, inhale. 1, 2, 3, exhale. But I would hold it for about 2 seconds and then inhale. And I would train my breathing while I was walking.
Wow.
Once I got that down, and that was probably like 2 or 3 weeks, I walked every day.
Okay, about
2 or 3 weeks I walked every day. And I had kind of just started doing little things here and there at home.
So you did like a build up?
It was a build-up.
Okay.
It was a build-up. And then finally, my Beachbody coach, Savannah, she had reached out to me. She had been reaching out to me for a couple of years. And I kept saying, yeah, I'm going to join.
What's Beachbody? Tell us.
So Beachbody, I'm doing Beachbody on Demand. This is a program, and it's excellent. They've got, over 50 different programs, and what they are is they're daily exercises, and they're never the same. Every single day they're different. And they some of them go for 4 weeks, some of them go for 8 weeks. The program I'm in now goes for 8 weeks.
Okay.
I started off with the 21-day fix, which is excellent because it takes 21 days to form a habit.
Supporting you, right?
Oh, so supportive, because the people that are teaching these classes are doing the exercises with you.
Okay.
So they're showing you how to do the moves, how to get your form correct.
Okay.
Rather than just, do some jumping jacks. They're walking you through step by step.
Yeah.
They're encouraging you, and you don't even know them. They're through the camera. But, I did the 21-day fix, and it's true. It does take 21 days to form a habit.
Okay.
Because after I finished the 21-day fix, I was like, what's next?
You can work out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was eager for what was next.
So you had to build the habit of exercise. You had to build the habit, because we don't exercise. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I do now, but I'm saying, like, in the beginning, you're saying I want to get healthy, but you don't exercise. It's so easy to quit. I've quit my journey so many times.
I told you I have 4 times. You can ask. I had a personal trainer last summer. She was excellent. But I had a personal trainer. She gave me a meal plan weekly. I had the whole shebang, and she was a good price. And I still didn't continue. After 2 months, I remember I gave her one excuse of why I couldn't show up, and never showed up again. And she knew, she kind of knew I was quitting, but she kept trying to push me. And even now, she still pushes me.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to push yourself for somebody else to be there for you.
Right.
So, Beachbody is what I've been doing. But there are so many programs out there that are free. YouTube has tons. You just look up things, and they've got so many different challenges, and there's so much information out there. You just have to go looking for it.
Well, why do you think, we have tools, we have research, we have YouTube, you got Beachbody, you got all your resources. Why do you think it's so hard for us to lose weight?
Well, it starts with nutrition. So
because we can't eat a donut.
Nutrition is key. Yes, nutrition. Yes, nutrition is key, and a lot of people are like, I'll just work it off later.
Okay.
You can work off some of the calories, the fats, all of that is still going to be there. Yeah. So to get rid of this gut, that's all nutrition, and that's what I've learned. I think that's why I've lost so much visceral fat, which is the main fat. That's your belly fat. It's the hardest fat to lose. And that's all from nutrition. You can lose some of this. You can lose some thighs, and everything else that you don't totally want to go first. Right. Is what's gonna go first.
You're so right. I want to lose my stomach. Actually,
that'll be the last to go. That'll be the last.
Crazy.
That is all nutrition. That is all nutrition. And yes, there's so many diets out there. I don't diet. Okay. I do not diet.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So do you believe in it though, or and you can share, because I mean
and I want to be clear, I'm not a nutritionist, so what works for me may not work for others. And it also depends on your health and what you can and cannot eat. I don't believe in diets, only because of the fact that they work for the short term. They don't work for the long term. Unless this is a diet that you plan on doing for the rest of your life, it'll be nice. You may lose 30 pounds in 2 months. But the moment you go back to eating what you're eating, you're just going to gain the weight faster. And so it was a lifestyle change, changing what I'm eating as a whole, but also not depriving myself of those things that I want. So portion control is key. Yeah. Portion control has been everything for me. Yeah. And it's those little things that people say where you're just like, okay, but it actually works.
Yeah.
So eating your food on a smaller plate, you automatically put less food on that plate.
Okay.
When you go out to eat, say you want to eat what you want to eat. You want that pasta. Get a to-go box. Put half of that pasta in a to-go box and eat what's on your plate.
So what if I go? What if I go to McDonald's and get a? Okay, what if I get a small fry instead of fry? Does it count?
No.
Does that count?
So I'm trying to remember the exact number. But I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure a small fry has about 600 calories just in a small fry. You can eat 2 meals that are 600 calories.
Wow. And you know they're empty.
Yes,
I'm
empty
still
calories,
hungry,
and you're wasting your time eating that small fry. You can go home and you can make some teriyaki chicken with a salad, and you can have a huge plate of food for the amount that you're getting out of that one little small fry.
You know, it's funny you say that because I always I love healthy food. Someone on your page posted yogurt with almonds in it. Like, bring me some. Yeah. The problem is, I'm lazy. I'm not making it.
But then get the easy things. Get the easy things. So I am so basic. I'm gonna start over because I stuttered a lot.
Okay.
I am so basic when it comes to my meal plans. Okay. I'm the one that will have some baked chicken, a veggie, and some brown rice or some quinoa.
Right.
You know, I'll spruce it up a little bit. So sometimes I'll make some teriyaki sauce. I'll make it ahead of time, keep it in the fridge. That way, if I ever want something, I can just pour some teriyaki sauce over the top, and it's good. It makes the meal completely different. Crock pots, instant pots, air fryers. That's me. Those are my go-tos for everything because it's so easy, and the flavors they infuse in everything that you're cooking so well that you don't feel like you're eating a healthy meal. It is you just have to learn how to doctor up some of the healthy foods. Yeah. Even
like cooking it though, like, you know, I watch like the chef shows and they're eating healthy and the salads are beautiful. Like, I take the bag sometimes. I even put the sauce pack
in the bag and shake it up.
And shake it out with my fork, like, what's up, man? You hungry?
But you're still eating a salad.
I'm still eating.
It doesn't matter. Presentation doesn't matter. It can be the ugliest meal. It can be the ugliest plate. It doesn't matter because you're getting your nutrients. You're getting what you need out of it. You're getting your healthy fats. You're getting your proteins, your carbs, your vegetables.
So much better. I feel so clean. Like, I feel confident when I'm eating.
Yes.
I feel energized. I feel happy.
Now, don't get me wrong. I struggle. I still struggle. I struggle every single day. It's not.
I get a small fry. I just got a small fry yesterday.
So I'll be transparent.
Okay.
I got my kids some McDonald's the other day.
Right.
I had 3 fries.
Oh.
3 fries.
You did so good.
But I took those 3 fries and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna eat it just because I want the taste of it. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. After so many months of not eating fast food, those fries were nasty.
Yeah.
Because I started making fries at home. So it's like, my fries are much better.
Yeah.
It's just the small changes. Your body will get there, and eventually your body will start rejecting the fast food. I had Wendy's. The first time I had a full meal, I had Wendy's about 3 weeks ago. And I remember getting the food, and my husband was like, is that the best option for you?
Yeah.
Because he knew I didn't want that fast food. I ate that fast food. The next day, I had to go home early from work because my stomach was completely turned, and this lasted for over 48 hours. I felt terrible. I was vomiting everything, and it was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And that lets you know what the food does to your body.
Well, so back to about diets. You know, they have the pills, they have quick diets, they have quick fasts in a hurry, but you're saying that's only going to get you through because you're going to stop taking them. Eventually, you're going to stop taking the diet
pill. Well, I don't trust the diet pills. You want to read what's in those diet pills. There's no magic pill that's going to make you lose weight. There's nothing. I do take supplements, and when I say that, I mean I take multivitamins, you know, fish oil. You know, I take supplements like that. But I do drink Herbalife. Okay. So Herbalife has been very it's been successful for me.
And you drink it with a meal or for a meal?
For a meal.
Okay.
I drink it as a meal replacement because it's got all the proteins. It's got everything that you need in that one shake. And it fills me up for hours. So I usually replace one meal a day, and it's easy.
And so you drink it and you're full?
Yeah. I'm full. Actually, sometimes I can't finish the
I
shake.
need some of that in
Yeah,
my
sometimes
life.
I can't finish the shake because I'm so full. But there's so many products out there. You know, it's just, you find what works for you, but you want to make sure that what you're drinking, because some of these protein shakes, they have a lot of sugar, a lot of carbs. That, you know, the macros. You want to look at the nutritional facts on the back and really see how good it is for you.
Okay.
That's where you want to be careful.
So let's talk about the relapse. So in your journey, do you have relapsing moments? Do you have moments where you fail? Do you have moments where you go out to eat with your
All the time.
girlfriends? Do you,
All the time.
and do you keep going? What's your
I
way
just
to
get back
get it
into
back?
it. So, I mean, last week, I'll be very transparent. Last week, I had half a pint of rainbow sherbet from Baskin Robbins because I was having a rough day.
Yes.
I did work out that day.
Yes.
But I still had half a pint of rainbow sherbet.
Yes.
And I think I might have had some strawberries and whipped cream as well. And I enjoyed it. I did not feel guilty about it. I enjoyed it. Yes, it wasn't the best choice for me. But what I did, I ate it. I woke up the next morning and I said, okay, today's a new day. I may have gained a pound, but today's a new day. So I'm going to make today better than yesterday.
So don't just completely stop if you do something
No, and you
wrong.
can't beat yourself up either. Oh, I ate so terribly. I think I went 3 days in a row. I didn't work out, and I ate whatever I wanted for those 3 days. By the fourth day,
You had to deal with yourself.
yeah, I had to deal with myself.
Yeah.
I got back into it. I think I did 3 different exercises that day just because I was like, okay, I need to make up for what I did the last. But you don't have to make up for it. You just keep going. It's a lifestyle change. To me, there's no end goal. It's just a lifestyle change. So you can't expect every day to be perfect. It's very hard. It's not easy.
Because once you do your goal, you got to maintain.
Exactly.
So
maintaining
there's
is harder than actually doing it.
That's why I titled this Journey. Because everybody that I've talked to, every coach, every person has said, this is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
They don't say like, okay, do these squats and then that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, do this and then that's it. They're like, okay, you have to make these choices.
Yeah.
Water needs to be a choice in your life.
Oh my gosh, that's the one thing I didn't even talk about.
You need to talk about water.
It is huge. So technically, you are supposed to drink half your body weight in fluid ounces a day.
Oh my gosh.
And so the heavier you are, the more water that you know. And so you have to replenish your body. You're losing water while you sleep. You're losing so much water throughout the day that your body, you have to replenish that water. Water alone can help you lose weight.
Okay,
even if you don't
tell
change
us.
everything else. That's what I started with when I was walking.
Okay.
I was walking. I was drinking a gallon of water.
Right.
And I bought one of those gallon jugs off Amazon. You know, it encourages you the whole way. Keep going. You got it. And I told myself, I said, okay, even if I don't finish the whole thing, I'm going to get down to the last line or two before I go to sleep. I find myself at the end of the night just guzzling the water so that I got those last, 2 lines of water. And, water, you feel... It helps your brain function. It helps everything. You feel more energized. You feel alive. When you drink some water before bed, you wake up in the morning, you feel first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I drink a glass of water. I have my bottle of water, it's filled up. I have like a canteen, so I put real cold water in there. I put it next to the bed. When I wake up, I sit out of bed and immediately drink some water. That's how I start the day.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I start the day. And even actually with that, I've been starting a new routine. So I'm reading a book called The Miracle Morning.
The Miracle Morning.
The Miracle Morning. If you haven't read it, it is life-changing.
I have not read it, but
it's life-changing.
Okay.
And so The Miracle Morning, it has just, and this is something that my coach encouraged me to start reading. The Miracle Morning, it encourages affirmations and gratitude. It's more about getting your mindset right to be able to start the rest of the day. So I drink my water, I get up, brush my teeth, and this is at 4 a.m. So waking up earlier, I have noticed I get so much more done throughout the day. Because I get up, I get my workout, my first one I get done at 4:15, my second one I do at 5. By 5:30, my exercise is done for the day. Half my rings are closed on my watch.
Yes.
And these are the things that are like, oh my gosh, it pushes me. My kids wake up around 5:45. I'm ready to do for my kids. I have energy. I'm ready to go to work. I go to work earlier now since I've been doing this. Everything about my day has changed. I'm a more positive person. People come to me with negativity and I'm immediately able to spew positivity back at them. It's because of the fact that I am so grateful for who I am, where I am in life. If I never lose another pound, I am so grateful to have the energy I have, to have this drive and this force and this push, because I love this healthy lifestyle. There is nothing like this. My daughter, she thrives off of it. She's got her weights and her yoga mat, and she is, if I skip an exercise for the day, Mommy, when are we going to do our workout? When my daughter is driving me, my daughter's asking me about exercise. I mean, what 3-year-old does that, And so it's just completely changed my life. My husband is proud. He sat on the couch, it was probably a month ago. I'm sitting here working out and he's just looking at me and he goes, "You've lost so much weight."
Wow.
And
that's like music.
I could cry.
Yes.
I couldn't even finish the exercise because he had thrown me off. I was like, oh.
Amen.
Because he lives with me.
Yeah.
He sees me every day. It's a little harder for somebody to see the change in you when they live with you every day. So that for me was everything.
Well, what would you tell someone who, wants to lose weight, who's, dealing with COVID, coping, eating, but they want to start the fitness journey? What would you share with some positive that you can give to people that want to lose or just start?
I'll say it 2 ways.
Okay.
When you want to get your nails done, do you go get your nails done?
I go get my nails done.
When you want to get your hair done, do you go get your hair done? When you want a new outfit, do you go get a new outfit? So when we want to lose weight, why don't we just get up and do it?
I don't, because the food is so good.
And this is the thing though, you have to change your mindset. So you're not going to lose weight overnight. And there are some people who have been exercising maybe for 5 years and still are not at the weight they want to be.
Okay.
Because there could be health issues. There could be something underlying that's stopping you from losing weight. Not everybody is able to be super thin.
Yes.
That is just, that's just their body. That's how their body works. Your goal has to be different. It can't be getting skinny. You need to learn to love yourself. So the goal needs to be loving myself, feeling confident, having energy, having the endurance to be able to even do it.
Living long.
Yes. 30 minutes of exercise a day is really all you need. 30 minutes of some good exercise. That can even be yoga.
And water.
Yes. If there are people who are handicapable or not able to, there's other things they can do. There's always something that you can do. And getting the nutrition right. Nutrition is key. And if you get a group of friends, I do have a page. If anybody's interested, I have a page where it's just an accountability page. And it's where us women, we are just uplifting each other and encouraging each other, sharing the knowledge that we know. It's free. And
I put a half-naked picture of myself on there, but I wanted to show...
it's vulnerability.
I wanted to show that. I wanted you to see, okay, baby, I'm human. But I'm gonna try.
But it pushes yourself also
Yeah.
to post a different picture in a couple of months.
Yeah.
So the scale is very deceiving.
Okay.
People think, let me stand on the scale every day.
Ooh, let me stand on the scale.
I probably stand on the scale every couple of months.
Yes.
I don't stand on the scale unless I have to. I've been having to for challenges, but other than that, I don't stand on the scale. And I bought one when I started working out, thinking I'm gonna really stand on this once a week and see where I go. Until I realized I went 3 weeks where I was gaining a pound every week because I was gaining muscle. The scale is deceiving. Take pictures. I take pictures once a week. And every week I see something in my body that has changed.
Yes.
And I could have gained weight.
Yeah.
And I see something. There was a challenge I did. Some people may have seen it, but I did a challenge a month ago. And at the end of it, I had lost almost 6 inches in my stomach. I lost 1 pound the whole time. I looked like a completely different person, lost 1 pound.
But the scale said you didn't do no work.
Exactly. So people stand on the scale, like, why am I not losing weight? What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. You're doing everything right.
Yeah.
Stop standing on the scale. That's what you're doing wrong.
Yeah. And I had to learn that I have a body type. So all of these things that I did not know, and now I'm learning, my body type and what my genetics, and like you said, some people can't lose in certain areas. I mean, I think that we can lose. I think that we just lose differently. It looks differently. Like my family is shaped like this, and we have more breasts, and we have less this, and just knowing what your body type is and knowing what to work on. Because I remember one time when I first started, it was like, okay, I'm gonna work on this. If you want to lose arms, doing legs. You know what I mean? Like, you know how people like go to the and be like, it's leg day, but you love your legs. I mean, you want to keep your legs up, but you know, so there's certain exercises for certain parts of your body. There's just a whole bunch of stuff. And so, like you said, with loving me, I had to learn me. I had to learn, okay, this is genetics. Okay,
this isn't changing.
This isn't changing. Okay, well, this could change, but how do I get it to change? What exercises do I need to do to fit this? Like, just doing a whole bunch of jumping jacks. I mean, like you said, it's great, but learning and researching what's good for you, what you're supposed to be doing, where you at, what your body type is.
Yeah. How to lift what muscle. Yeah.
How much carbs, you know, does your body type?
Because that is different for
different.
everyone.
It's different
you
for
can't
everyone.
go off of somebody else's numbers and what they can and cannot have, because it's going to be different for you based off of your weight, your height, your age. It's different for everyone. You have to find your own path. And that was what was different for me this time, I think. I stopped listening to everybody else. I did this for me. I did what I wanted to do. And I tell you the truth, I didn't ask a lot of questions when I first started. I just said, let me just do something. Let me see what I can learn. I downloaded a couple of apps, because you can download apps for everything now. And I said, okay, let me punch my numbers in here and see what these apps tell me. Well, each of the couple of apps I did, they told me the same thing. Same numbers of how many carbs I could have per day, how much protein I needed.
Okay.
You know, I'm still learning. I'm learning so much, and I'm researching, you know, how much protein is your body supposed to have. You know, I'm researching these things because you can have too much protein. So, which stuff like that used to confuse me. How can your body have too much protein? You know, but you can, so it's really just learning how your body works and what works best for you. Like, I know I have no shape. I never have had shape. When I was real thin, I had no shape, and I gained weight, and I started to like the fact that I had shape, and that was what I wanted to keep. But I had to come to that realization, well, if I lose weight, that's the first thing that's going to go, because that's not natural for me. I wasn't born with that, you know? So.
Well, you know, you talked about a group. You know, say if there's somebody that reaches out to me and wants to get some motivation or encouragement, or say somebody, you know, is afraid about talking about losing and being vulnerable, how can they reach out to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
How can they?
Oh, please.
Find you?
My name is Auluara. I'm really, there's only one Auluara Lawrence on Facebook. So
and here she is.
and
her name will be below.
Yeah, so look me up, message me. I have had people message
Facebook?
me. Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, I'm on there too. My Instagram name is A_Laws Health Journey. So A_Laws Health Journey.
Okay.
I'm on there. I post a lot of my workouts on there. That's actually where I started.
On Facebook.
I post on Facebook. Find me, message me. I am so grateful that this is what I've been used for, which I never ever saw myself being somebody that people would reach out to. And it's like, oh my gosh, I have the opportunity to share this information with people for free. Like, please reach out to me. You know, I'm happy to help. I do have a group. I'm just, because of the privacy of the group, I'm not going to share the name, but I can invite anybody to the group. And it's a small group of women, and it's people who are truly wanting to change. It's not a group of spectators. It's a group of women wanting to put in that work. So, you know, everybody can feel comfortable in that group, because we know that we're all on that same path and that same journey. And it's women of all shapes and sizes, all backgrounds, everything.
All ages, all of that. So you mentioned Herbalife. Tell us a little bit about that. That's a part of your journey as well?
Yes. Herbalife has been a huge part of my journey. From the beginning, I've been drinking Herbalife. Actually, but I started drinking Herbalife before I started exercising. Herbalife, so they have shakes, they have teas that'll boost your metabolism. The teas are delicious. And they're actually called T-Bomb. So they've got so many different products for everything. They've got it for new moms. The shakes are kid friendly, so children can have them. They're dairy free. But they're all natural, and Herbalife, all of their products, they're made on their own farms. So I can't say that I've had many different products. This is the best tasting. It tastes like a milkshake. It's so good. Very high quality. Not expensive. I love Herbalife. Everything about it, the taste of it is just, it's so good.
And it replaces your grocery?
Yeah, it does. So I drink Herbalife. Sometimes I'll replace, I'm gonna start over. Sometimes I replace 2 meals with an Herbalife shake a day. Sometimes I replace 1. I have truly loved it. It keeps me full. And they've got all these different flavors. They've got different ways of making it. You can make donuts with it. You can make waffles with it. You know, but the
Pancakes?
teas, yeah,
Okay,
pancakes.
I
Yeah,
think I saw
I've
that.
made the pancakes. I think I
Okay.
posted those. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they have the teas and they really have boosted my metabolism.
Yes.
I noticed a difference, and I've noticed just more energy after I drink them. I sometimes will drink the teas before I work out as like almost like a pre-workout. Yeah. But they do have also a line for athletes. So they have pre and post workouts, and they are one of 2 companies that are approved for the Olympics. So I mean, that says something about their products.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they're high quality products. But you guys if you guys really want support or really want to be a part of a community or want to uplift or want to just start or just want to just share about, you know, what worked or what didn't work or how can I get back in. I just hear a lot of people talking about COVID made me lose so much weight, quarantine made me lose so much weight and stuff like that. You know, Auluara has put herself out there. She's been available to me. I've had 3 kids. I'm done having children. I want a new place, you know, a new start in life, a new season of my life, and I want to love me. And her inviting me to the group where I can share my truths. Like yesterday, I was just like, look, I eat when I'm stressed. So y'all do know that I was eating.
I figured.
And I was totally eating while I was writing this. Like, look, I just want to let y'all know that I eat while I'm stressed.
Thank you for being honest.
I was eating. And it was not a healthy.
Yeah.
But then people who came on underneath me was like, okay, cool. Try this. Think about this. Okay, that's great. Okay, I've been there. You know, it's all been positive feedback. So I really appreciate you.
Yeah, and people will push you. I don't want to say names, but someone had posted that they needed a donut and they had to have a donut. That was their weekly routine. And 3 or 4 of us encouraged her, go on a walk. Just go on a walk. You'll feel better when you come back. She went on a walk, came back, and made healthier choices. It's just little things like that where we can push you.
Yeah.
It is holding you accountable.
Yeah.
And I love that everybody's so vulnerable. Everybody's so honest in that group. Nobody's lying.
Yeah.
And that's the key to really changing your lifestyle, is being
Nobody's
honest with
trying to
yourself.
pretend.
You have to be honest with yourself and everybody else.
Yeah. Nobody's trying to pretend like I got this together. I got this under control. I'm thin. I'm sexy. I'm this. And you know, in closing, I just wanted to say that I decided to start dressing my shape, start learning my new shape. You know,
That's loving yourself.
That's loving myself, girl. I used to keep all the clothes in my closet to say one day I'm gonna wear these again. I was that person.
Yeah.
But here recently, I'm like, let me give all this away. That season of my life is over. I have pictures with me in it. It was cute when it was then. But let me buy me a pair of shorts that fit me right now. I was sad. I had an emotional moment because the shorts were a size that I didn't want to be in. Okay, it was a size that I was like, whoa. You know, when you go into Walmart, you know, it's one section,
and the other side is a whole nother section. A whole nother section.
The other side is like heavy plus.
Yes.
I'm over there.
Yes.
I can't even go over here to the
Don't worry,
$5 rack.
I'm still there. Don't worry.
So I need to be okay. Like that's a part of me.
And you need to be okay with the fact that that may never change.
That may never change.
Everything else may change. That may stay the same.
Yeah.
And
I need to know that there's cute clothes over there.
Yes.
And I can be still cute.
Yes.
I still can be attractive.
Yes.
I still, you know, if I'm not in a size 4, my wedding dress is a size 4. I can only put one leg in that thing. The other leg don't even go inside the dress.
Yeah.
So, but who's to say I can't still wear a dress? You know what I mean? And still be just as confident as I was in that dress.
Some of the most beautiful women I have seen I was a plus size model before I started this, and I'm looking at some of these women like, man, she's 5 times my size, and she's working it.
And she's confident.
And she's feeling herself. And, you know, I'm like, here I am, and she's probably looking at me like, oh, she's skinny.
Yeah.
She probably think, you know, and I'm over here like, ooh. You know?
Right.
But it's that confidence. When that confidence exudes, everything else comes with it.
Yes, I agree. And I'm just so grateful this season that I finally come out of that dark place that I was in. You know, being heavy, not wanting to lose, not wanting to make a change is a dark place. It's a sucky place.
And when you come out of it, it's like the sun is shining on you. And it's that sounds crazy. And I know I might sound cliche for that, but I feel like everything is being cliche because I'm believing all of those things now.
Because you're feeling it. You're healthy. You're eating.
I'm happy. I just am legitimately happy.
Ugh, I used to think that my husband was supposed to make me happy, and having kids was
That's
supposed to
the
make me happy.
mistake. You have to find your own happiness, or else you're not going to make your spouse happy.
Nutrients make you happy.
Yes, they do.
Giving your body what it needs make you happy.
They rewire everything in your system.
I'm serious. Like exercise. After I've exercised, I don't know. I feel like I've lost weight when I'm done. You know, I feel sexy, and then I start doing stuff around the house differently. You know, I start walking different. Like so that makes me happy.
Yeah.
You know, getting out of a dark place makes me happy. Nobody wants to be in the dark.
Well, you know, and one thing I also want to encourage everybody, share your progress, share your journey. That's what people want to see. That really has, people have reached out to me like, oh, it's so nice to see somebody who's overweight already on this journey because it's hard to watch somebody who's real thin and already so watching somebody else's struggle, it makes it easier for you to start your own struggle.
Well, I thank you so much for your transparency. I thank you for coming on this podcast. It was a lot of fun. I always say this to everybody, but I feel like there needs to maybe be a part 2 because it's just so much more to share about the journey that, you know, we didn't get to share. Just about, you know, healthy habits, just about intimacy with your husband. It's a whole bunch of stuff about a journey. But this is what we have for you today. So Auluara, let us know again how we can find you.
Auluara Lawrence on Facebook, and my name will be typed out below. And you can also find me on Instagram, _laws health journey. I'm on there as well. If you search Auluara, you should be able to find me on there as well.
And she's ready to receive you. She is ready to answer any questions you may have or just hold your hand. She is a Christian woman. So she's not going to bite you.
And we can work together.
Yeah.
I'm ready to hear advice as well. And I take it from people as well because I need that help as well.
Yeah, so if you give feedback on this video or this podcast, I will be sure to give it to her. So we thank you guys all for listening. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you all next week. Bye.
Bye.